Hi guys, my name is Haley Minix and I am a writing lab teacher at Salyersville Grade School in McGoffin County. I am a co-curriculum class, so I teach students from 6th grade all the way down to kindergarten, focusing on those writing standards. I am the first year, this is our first year having a journalism class, and that's what my grant is focused on. So I'd like to share you my PowerPoint and give you a little insight on what we did this year. So of course my grant is called Eagle Times. My name is Haley Minix, and of course I teach at Salyersville Grade School in McGoffin County. So at the beginning of this school year, the principal and the writing team, we all got together and we knew that there was a problem. The student, we looked back at the recent K-Prep writing scores. We looked at formative and summative classroom writing assignments, and all of those suggested that the students struggled with writing. They didn't utilize the writing process. They had no confidence. And my principal is amazing. He came up with an idea on what we can do to boost that confidence and try to increase those writing scores, mainly focused in the informative writing. So what we did was we formed a journalism class, 6th grade only, and we did an interview process, an application process. My principal and I did interviews. So these students had to really take it seriously. So in the end, I had 16 students, 6th graders. I was the only teacher. And what I did was we focused on writing articles for the Salyersville Independent, which was an incredible thing. We want to give a shout out to the Salyersville Independent for allowing us to do this all school year. Also, we worked on designing a weekly school newsletter. So all the students had their own task, and I call it student-led, so they worked at their own pace. They learned how to research, they learned how to investigate, they learned how to be accountable, such as citing their sources when they had to look something up from the internet. Writing for the Salyersville Independent was a major motivation because they wanted to have the best articles so it would get published, because we only would publish one article per week. So it was an incredible thing. I'm really looking forward to teaching journalism again next year. So, of course, with this COVID-19 pandemic, I did not get the raw post-assessment results, because of course we did a pre-assessment for our journalism, and of course the 6th graders that was not in journalism, because we needed to compare those. I planned on getting post-assessment results mid-April. So I went to the 6th grade reading language arts teacher, Lisa Montgomery, and I said, tell me what you thought about journalism. Give me your insight. And she said, Journalism Lab has shown incredible improvement among student members. I have observed an approximate 60% increase in informative writing performance compared to those students in my class who are not in journalism. I have also noticed an immense change of confidence in writing across the board in those students as well. And this is exactly what the writing team at Salyersville Grade School wanted. So I'm very thankful that he allowed us to do that. Of course, I think that student voices matter. I think that data should be derived from the ones doing the work. So at home, my journalism students did a survey for me via Google Classroom, and I came up with some results. So I said, what did student members have to say about their experience in the journalism lab? Have you learned techniques in journalism that have helped you become a better writer? Well, it's obvious that 100% of them said yes. They told me their favorite parts of journalism. And this one was really important. I said, how do you think journalism helped you become a better informative writer? And I love all of the different things that they answered, such as learning to research, learning to conduct interviews, learning to cite their sources. And then, of course, I want to really give a shout out to KVAC for the funds, for providing us the Chromebooks and an iPad. So I asked the students, I said, do you feel the Chromebooks and iPad provided by KVAC helped you complete your assignments in journalism? And 100% of them said yes. So I want to give a big shout out to KVAC for helping fund our journalism team, getting them on the ball. It's been a wonderful experience. We worked on a school newsletter weekly, and also an article for the Salyersville Independent. So we worked really hard. I have some student work samples here, field trips that we went on. It was just a really incredible thing. So again, I want to thank my principal for allowing me to be the leader of this project. I want to thank KVAC and Miss Bernadette Carpenter for all of her help, and I'm really praying that we can get more students in journalism, maybe even go down to 5th grade. But thank you guys.